Welcome everybody to another session where we're going to talk about how to actually hit the target with your startup, whether this is sales or technology or fundraising or whatever the case is. And there's a set of principles that I've used to be very successful with finding inefficiencies in the market, with following execution, and looking at what people will actually accept versus what you might want. And what this boils down to is that you don't actually hit targets in the market, you find out where things are not. You say to yourself, all right, well, just like our fight or flight mechanism, those eyes should not be in the bushes. This should not be the case. I've found a gap in the market. And then if you can validate that the market is going to force people through incentives or government programs or laws or things like that to have to go to that position, and you know that you can do the actual execution, then what you end up with is something like this, where what you're seeing here is we all are like creatures meant for land, but what we're sold is that we should actually be in the water. We should try to hit these targets. And the problem is they don't actually exist. There's no actual truth out there. There's no actual target. There is inefficiency. There are problems to be solved. But again, once the problem is solved, what do? We move on to the next thing. So what you're better off controlling for is things like your downside risk, things like the execution that you have. And if you can do that, you'll be able to be successful. If you keep going at it, you will be able to be successful. Like Masashi and the people talked about in the 5 rings, that kind of control is essential. Let that sink in, not just in your business, but in your life, and have a better life.